Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is Star Wars The Black Series Archive Release Anakin Skywalker. Now, if you are a frequent viewer of my channel or you've seen any of my other videos that involve the original release of this, you might know that I have a problem with mine. Mine came with 2 left feet, and I was looking forward to getting this one specifically so I could get one with the proper feet. It's really hard to get mine to stand. But also, being the archive release, this one does have a better face, and the old Anakin Skywalker, which came out in 2014, does have the old paint job, so that's another reason why I was definitely looking forward to getting this. So let's just take a look at the packaging here. It's packaged in a bubble, just like the other archive figures. I'm very excited about that. I like the bubble look, although it kind of sucks. You can't really repackage him if you ever want to. You can see on the side here, he has a little head in there. That's his alternate head, and we'll get into that. On the back, you can see he has a little blurb about Anakin Skywalker, and then the original kind of figure release here. That's the one from Phase 1. So again, it's cool that they're doing this. I really hope they get around to Episode 3 Obi-Wan, because that's one that they really need to fix the face on. That face is terrible. Anyways, so if you watched my last episode of Bots and Shots, you know we did a toy hunt. And if you don't watch Bots and Shots, you might like this one. We did a toy hunt with a guy that's going to write a comic for Transformers IDW. I'm going to go ahead and open this, by the way. And yeah, you're not supposed to cut it towards yourself, so I'll cut away from myself. Anyways, we did a toy hunt, and I went to a comic shop. And in that comic shop, I found Yoda and this guy. But you know what I didn't show is I actually didn't end up buying them. And the reason for that, I know, I'm cutting towards myself. I didn't want to spend the money on it just then, because he had them for like $24 a pop, and I felt like I could get them cheaper from like Best Buy, not Best Buy, but like Walmart, Target, places like that. But so far, I have yet to find these in any normal stores. So what I ended up doing was I got this from GameStop. It was the same price. It was $22.99. I think it was actually a little bit cheaper. But I ended up buying this from GameStop, and they had the whole wave there. They had Darth Maul, Yoda, Biker Scout, this guy. But I only wanted to buy the one because I'm trying to be, an adult. I'm trying to be a good guy. Not good guy, but I'm trying to spend a bunch of money. I've spent a lot of money recently, so I'm just trying to, got a lot of other stuff going on. I'll eventually buy them, but I'm hoping to find them in normal stores where they're $20 a piece. Because, the thing about GameStop... Sorry. I'm trying to get all the accessories out, and I know it's making a lot of noise. As much as I would love to support, like, GameStop and places like that, I don't actually really want to support GameStop. I take that back. The thing about GameStop is, they charge $23 for a figure, and if you're just buying one, it's not that big of a deal. But if you have to buy a whole wave of these guys, 4 of them, that extra $3 a pop ends up being $12 a pop. So that's almost half an entire other figure that you could have, saved that money on just buying it from a regular store, if not less. Walmart usually has these guys for $18. Get them for around $19 from Target because I have a red card. So it's just one of those things that that's almost a $5 difference, and that $5. That's almost a $5 difference, and that $5 adds up real quick when you're buying 4 or 5 of these guys at a time. So that's just, I wanted to buy one, mostly this guy, because he's the only one that I feel like I need compared to the original. I'm going to eventually get at least Yoda and the Biker Scout. I'm probably not going to get Darth Maul. The Darth Maul face actually looks worse, in my opinion, than the original release, but I have the original release, and I don't know, I just don't feel like I need an update to that figure. For me, that's fine, but I know for other people that don't have them, it's cool that you have them. But that's probably what I'm not going to buy, but I'll definitely buy Yoda at some point, and I'll definitely buy the Biker Scout. But, so this is Anakin Skywalker, and I kind of just want to get a good look at him. This is a much, 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 much better sculpt here. So what I'm going to do is I actually have my original Anakin Skywalker here, and I'll talk about his weapons and accessories and things like that in a bit. But what I want to do is just kind of, you know what I'm going to do? The bodies themselves are virtually identical. I cannot see any difference except for, I don't know if you can see this, but as it turns out, it's not that I've got 2 left feet, it's my feet are backwards. They put these feet on the wrong side, whereas this is the right way, and you can tell because of the curve right here, whereas it goes straight right here. So the insides of his feet on the old one are facing out, which causes a lot of instability issues. But what I want to do is put these down. I want to go over what these look like side by side. So these are both the same head. You can tell this one right here is the old, the original release. This one is the new one. You can tell right away from the eyes. The eyes here look a lot more lifelike. His lips have color to them. There's shading in the face, and that's because it has the digital printing feature on it, and this one does not. It's just very, very plain. It's not bad, but this one definitely looks a lot better, a lot more like an actual person does, I should say. So that's one of his heads, but this Anakin comes with an extra head here. It comes with like a Darth Vader head. And what's cool about this one, the painting on this one just looks so much better. The sculpt is the exact same. But one of the I would say key features of this is this one. This is his Darth Vader head. It's the one he, after he turned to the dark side, he has Sith eyes on this. And this one, he does not. At least I can't tell. He doesn't look like he has Sith eyes here to me. This one 100% looks like he's got yellow eyes there. I'm going to try to see how close I can get this here. There you go. So you can kind of see the difference there. The paint job is absolutely night and day. And I don't know. I've never really displayed it with this before, with this face, because I never really liked the look because, I don't know, it didn't really look that good. But with the Sith eyes, I honestly feel like that makes all the difference here. I definitely like this figure, although originally I did put this on one of my worst, I think it was on my top 10 worst figure list at one point. I still kind of stand by the reasons why. I think one of the big reasons was the lightsaber that he comes with. Has this weird little nubbin thing right here because it pegs onto his belt instead of, I felt like it should hook on. But I later learned that that's actually how the belts should be in the prequels. They hook on with a little clasp thing, or it's like a quick notch thing or something like that. That's what they had in the prequels. They didn't have the little belt hooks, so that's actually movie accurate. You might notice that the blue on this one is a little bit different than the blue on this one. And I'm colorblind, but I can absolutely tell the difference here. And that's because the blue on this one is from, I think, a Tatooine Luke, because my Anakin here with his bum feet actually took a tumble and hit lightsaber first and broke the lightsaber blade off of the hilt, and that sucked, so I had to replace it with a cheap figure that came with a blue lightsaber. And the Tatooine Luke I've found cheap, and so I bought an extra one and just to swap the blade out, just because that's what I could do here. So I'm also pretty excited to have the proper blade. You could tell, it's a lot bluer. The paint on the lightsaber though is pretty much the same. I can't really tell the difference here. These old lightsabers are made from a very soft rubber material, which kind of sucks. I always feel like I'm gonna break it. Oops, and the lightsaber just fell out. Hold up. So the lightsaber is removable, which is good, and it can go into the little clasp right there. So I don't know, I might actually leave both of these on my shelf. One with the Vader head and one with the regular head. I definitely would use the new Vader head over the original one. So that's what it comes with. One of the reasons why I put this in the horse figure list is because he doesn't really come with any good accessories. Like, he does come with an alternate head, which is great. So many figures need alternate heads and hands and stuff, and it's cool when they come with it, and it kind of sucks when they don't. But what he's really missing is his Jedi robes. Now, admittedly, Anakin wore his Jedi robes probably the least amount of any Jedi in any of the major Star Wars movies. Like, he definitely dressed like this most of the movie, but I feel like any Jedi deserves his robes. He's even wearing his robe in the picture here. You can see the robe hanging off here. So I feel like he just really needs his robe, and that's a big complaint I have with so many Jedi. What I want to do though, real quick, I want to show this off in comparison to the Obi-Wan here. You could definitely tell a difference between the face. The face is not nearly as good. In fact, this figure I would put definitely worse. Probably still one of my top or bottom 10, whatever, worst figures of the line. The face has not aged well, and he comes with fewer accessories than Anakin. Anakin at least comes with an alternate head. He comes with his lightsaber, and that's pretty much it. So Anakin is nice. It's nice to have an Anakin with the proper feet. I also kind of want to point out, here's another Here's an Obi-Wan. Here, this is the new Obi-Wan. And just the difference in Jedi quality, the robe here. This is like an extra piece right here that's kind of layered over, and he's got butterfly joints, whereas this does not. Although it does have soft goods on the side, which I definitely prefer. It's interesting they did that. They did a lot of soft goods on the early figures like this. Darth Maul has it, Anakin has it, and this Obi-Wan here has it. But the new ones do not, and I do feel like that was better. Back then, it's like one of the few things of the original figures that I kind of wish they'd kept around is they've got some plastic here. The soft goods, I really do feel like it adds a little bit to the figure. So it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my Anakin Skywalker video. I definitely like the new one. I think the new one's worth the upgrade, even if you have an older one. The face is just so much better. But especially if you didn't get the original, or if you're like me, you got original one that had a bum leg or 2 bum legs, it's definitely worth the upgrade to get that. I don't know if I'm going to keep both in my collection now, or if I'm going to put the old one back in the box like I did with the X-Wing Luke and the IG-88, because I just don't know if I need 2 Anakin Skywalkers in my collection, even with the alternate heads. But between all of those, the Anakin's the one that I would probably do the most because of the alternate head. It technically is kind of 2 different characters. One's Anakin, one's Darth Vader. So you have like a pre-suit Vader, which is pretty cool. I do like that. So that's it for my. It's not really a review. It's more of just an unboxing and comparison between the original released Anakin Skywalker and then the new one. It's not my favorite figure in the line, but this is a welcome improvement over the original. So if you can find it, I definitely recommend picking it up. I wouldn't pay more than the $23 you might find them at GameStop if you're worried about finding them. But if you can hold out and find them from a place that sells them for a normal price, definitely worth picking up there. And who knows, maybe, I know the original archive releases, they drop down to pretty cheap some places, especially like I think Barnes & Noble is running a kind of a roulette where you pay, I think it was like $5 or $10 and they just sent you a random one, like you had no control over which one you got. But I mean, that was kind of cool, I guess, of them to do. But this is one of the better and more deserving archive release figures. I'm glad they did it, so more people could get it, and it definitely needed the face upgrade. It's definitely it's night and day. Again, the sculpt is the exact same. It's just that face printing that Hasbro does that just makes all the difference. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far. Like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out if you want to do that. Let me know down in the downstairs area what you thought of the video, and I like to read those and respond. And that's it. Thanks for getting this far, and I'll see you later. Bye.